Hi guys, my name is Nonima Digela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about the bullet that slaughtered the state case. Yes, that trusted weapon, that trusted exhibit, but it ended up slaughtering the state case. That's what we are going to talk about. The state did not lose this case quietly. It did not fail. It didn't stumble. No, the state imploded the moment the defense touched the one exhibit they were most proud of. They were proud of the so-called case bullet or bullet case. Yes, they were very proud of that one. The bullet casing, the so-called smoking gun, the precious crown jewel that was supposed to end the trial. Yes, that one. You got that right. Yes. They were like, ukuyibona indoda enezoso mase izimisele indoda ejimayo izimisele yami. They were like that. That was the work that they were using. Besho ngabo nebusiness yabo. But instead, it ended the state. That is what they got at the end. Because when the defense was finished, that bullet wasn't evidence. It was a crime scene of the state incompetence. Let's not even sugarcoat anything, guys. Let's not even sugarcoat anything. The situation alone, Jay, it was the catastrophic evidence for you. Yay! You know when a tank of water is like one hole and then that hole entirely, that's what happened there, Sanala. That's what happened. When the bullet falls and it fall and people were now they didn't know what to do, Abobaloi, Abomangena, Abogeninda, because the bullet failed them live on national television. Don't forget that. It failed them live on national television. And when that bullet failed, the state lost. Right there on the spot, they lost. It's only physical evidence. It's only alleged link to the accused. Its entire scientific foundation gone, vaporized, obliterated, just like that. And that's that. And what left holding up the state case was nothing. There was nothing left. I'll wait with you. What was left? What was the glue? There was nothing. And do you know what? Instead of anything that could help, do you know what was left instead? It was a contradictory Bryce story standing there. Hearsay dressed up in as heroism, and a witness who can't even agree with themselves, let alone each other. They were dealing with witnesses who were inside the house. Tumelo, Zandile, Mtokozisi, all three of them were inside the house, but they could not agree with each other. And then there was also something between Zandile Kumalo, Nontab saying, Mukete, they could not agree on what was what. It was bad, guys. It was bad. And this isn't a prosecution, it's a post-mortem. And the post-mortem results, huh? Oh my word. Oh my word, the results, oh my goodness. Okay, while we were watching that, the ballistic meltdown happened right in front of us during the live stream on SABC and ENCA Abanye, they were watching from there. Mangena wasn't just a witness. You need to remember that, okay? He was supposed to be the state's last line of defense. Sorry, I'm very sorry. Their fortress, their unbreakable experts. I think they thought because Mangena did well in the Oscar Pistorius case, he was going to do well even on this one. They thought they made a good choice. Don't you think so? Don't you think they were like, you know what, with Mangena on our corner, we've got this. We are winning this. We are within. No one is going to touch us. They were so sure of themselves. They were very sure. But under pressure, You know what? There's that thing they call cross-examination, and there's so much pressure there because you need to maintain what you said during evidence in chief. Do you know what happened during a cross-examination? Because under evidence in chief, he was flowing like this. He was a river of life for the state case. He was a river of life for the state case. He was that fortress. Do you remember? Now, when it came to the defense doing their cross-examination, that fortress crumbled like a wet cardboard on a rainy weather. Yep, he crumbled. It was not good. Oh, it was not nice. And in a single devastating concession, he admitted contamination was possible. He did. I'm sure at that point, Malloy was like, oh my goodness, what the heck? What did you just do now? Yes, sis. Why all my hard work now? You are taking it up the smokes. So do you realize what that means? In ballistics, that's not a small issue. That's not a technicality. That is a funeral announcement of the forensic case. So Umangena came wherever he came from the Pretoria Silvertown or Silver Sands or whatever area in Pretoria he was coming from in the laboratory. He came and did a funeral announcement of the forensic case. That's what he did. A contaminated bullet is not evidence, guys. It's a random object with no legal powers. Yebo, because that bullet, it could not stand anything. You cannot resurrect a poisoned exhibit, not with science, not with theory, not even with prayer. But we can pray for the truth to come out, and it does come out, and it will show up. Wait for 2026. And now, the only thing that was left for the state case, it was Bismuth being choked by the law. The law was choking the state case. Truth. And here where the knockout became fatal. And here where everything went blank. Criminal law does not negotiate. Criminal law does not compromise. If the chain of custody is broken, even for a second, the entire exhibit becomes radioactive. The Constitution, Section 35, bracket 3, bracket, says the benefit of the doubt belongs to the accused. And Wilmington versus DPP says the burden never shifts to the defense. Never. So the moment the bullet's journey became uncertain, everything shifted. The state theory is legally dead on arrival, and there's nothing that they can do. Do you see there's a lot of instances where the state case failed way before Abo Zungu, way before Absalom Zungu or Sifiso Kwabini Zungu? It was dead. And the defense strategy, surgical execution, and they keep coming for them. They're like, I'm a surgeon. I'm Sergeant Missy. I'm Sergeant Ramsipile. They are no longer just advocates. They are busy there in theater. They are like, we're gonna do this surgery, and we are going to take the accused out, and they will come out alive. Up busy, Payan. And there is nothing that the state can do. They can try, and they can get the presiding judge to assist them. But the bottom line is that the time has come. The time has come. The people need to account. They must account. The defense didn't just question the bullet. They stripped it of its identity, its credibility, its purpose, its power. They didn't need to prove anything. They simply forced the state to admit doubt, which is exactly what Mangena did. And the moment doubt entered the courtroom, it did not walk. It ran straight through the state case like a wrecking ball. It was like, my goodness. And this was not a cross-examination. This was a legal assassination. They assassinated everything when it comes to the forensic. Right now, they are dealing with statements and lies and whatever. But when it comes to forensic, the defense assassinated the forensic. They assassinated the forensic. No one can tell me otherwise. And they were left with nothing. And the aftermath of everything, it was nothing but a forensic graveyard. That was what was left. Let's go down on that. Look at what remains. A bullet that cannot be trusted, a chain of custody that cannot be traced, a forensic narrative that cannot be defended. The state's case is lying on the floor, not from the defense added, but from what the state failed to protect. This is what happens when the foundation of a case is rotten. It doesn't fail or it doesn't fall. It collapses under its own weight. It did not fail, ma. Yes, it failed, but it did not fail per se. It did not fall, but it collapsed under its own weight. That's what happened. At the end of this trial, one truth stands taller than every witness. Every witness. The bullet didn't kill Senzo Meyiwa. The bullet killed the state's entire theory about the firearm, about the bullet that was found. And the defense didn't just expose it, they annihilated it. It's not nice, né, for the state, but it is what it is. The truth has came and the truth has spoken, and the truth choked the state case, and the state case could not hold on under choke slam. They were choke slammed like nobody's business, and they had no choice but to give up and be like, okay, it is what it is. Yes, they are still trying their level best. They are still fighting. They are still doing whatever. But the bottom line is that there is nothing that they can do that will help this case. There is no Jesus that is going to come and save them. Yes, the state believed the bullet would close the case. Instead, it exposed the cracks, and those cracks became fractures, and those fractures became a collapse. And at the end, the bullet did not kill Senzo, but it killed the state theory. Buried now. It is left there in the graveyard. So when you are worried about the case, just remember that the courtroom, the court records, they are empty, guys. There's nothing there for the state. There is nothing there for the state. No matter how much they can try, no matter what they can do, the bottom line is there is nothing there for them. Bayathanda Abathandi, there is nothing there for them. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts when it comes to all of this? Let's talk in the comment section. I want to hear your views. Thank you so much. I will see you on our next video. Bye-bye.